Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about this royal pain in the freaking rear, which is Immortal Nix. And you see the score I got, it was pretty bad, but I was just really horsing around. We're going to see if we can do a little bit better today, but I have no idea. I haven't ran this team yet. Now for this specific Immortal boss, once again, we need damage explosion. So on your first team here, it says first team, increase damage received by the target when attacking a target in darkness. So you want to make sure you have blacken on your first team. So the only three characters that have blacken are Psyche, the new Halloween Gatecrasher Chris, and Lady Geese. So there are a few teams that you could use in this first team. Now you could do what I've done here, where I'm going to have Xion, who's going to offer this PG rate. PG rate is very important because PG gain, you're not going to get any PG. The Tekken set, the Ryu set are trash. They don't work worth a damn in this. It's all about the PG rate and not PG gain. So Xion is really awesome because Xion has shock damage explosion plus the PG rate plus buffing up the yellow fighters. Psyche's a yellow fighter plus he has the blacken. And Charlotte also has bleed explosion. So two exploding characters on the team. All of them are getting buffed up. All of them are going to get that PG rate. More than likely, Xion's probably going to die. I mean, who knows? This guy's pretty tough. Other teams that you could use is if you have Gatecrasher Chris, he also offers the 20% PG rate, and he offers increased attack to purple fighters. So what you could do is you could put him in the leadership. You'll get the blacken and you'll get the damage explosion. It'll actually be really awesome for this. But the cool thing is there are a couple other purple characters that have damage explosion. And if we scroll down here a little bit, actually a few characters, I don't want to pass them over here, is Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch actually also has damage explosion, so you could use her. She is a purple fighter. She will get the PG rate plus she does have a 3 PG card, but it does a grab skill. That's kind of the downside to her. But she is a purple fighter, and she can get buffed up by Chris's leadership. Also, Lady Ashira, who's also a purple fighter, she'll get buffed up by that PG rate from Gateway Chris. She also has the damage explosion. She also has PG rate in her core effect, which is really great as well. But there's that shock damage explosion. So you could have her on the team. And if you have them, you could also put on Heihachi, who's also another purple fighter. And he also has shock damage explosion. So you have Heihachi, you have Becky Lynch, you have Lady Yashiro. And I know two of them are collab characters. But if you don't have Heihachi and Becky Lynch, you could definitely just put in Chris, Lady Yashiro, and Nameless. Because Nameless has that nice long 3 PG. You'll get the blacken from Chris. You'll get the damage explosion from Chris and Lady Yashiro. And you'll have this nice long 3 PG that's going to really stall the timer. So you could do something like that for your first team. You could also do something using Ash. You could put Ash on the first team because he also has this PG rate for green fighters and the 45% increase of green element fighters. And for your damage explosion, you could put on, there's actually a couple of characters you could use for that are green. You could definitely put Lady Geese on there. You're going to have her because you're going to need the blacken. So you're going to need Lady Geese for sure on your first team if you're not using the other colors. And you're going to need Ash for that PG rate. If you're not using Ash, then you put Lady Geese in there. And then you could put in Summer Night Mary, who's also a green fighter, who also has the chill damage explosion. Her leadership has increased swimsuit fighters' attack by 55%, which is only going to buff up this one other character that I'm going to show you, who is Swimsuit K. Swimsuit K also being a green fighter, and he also has burn damage explosion. So you could put Swimsuit K in the leadership. You could have Summer Night Mary in there, and you could have Lady Geese. You'll have two characters that do damage explosion. You're not going to get the PG rate, which kind of sucks, but you're going to do lots of damage explosion. And you'll have Lady Geese for the blacken, and that's very important, you know. The damage explosion is very important because it's going to increase their attack, and the blacken's important because it's going to increase damage received to this pain in the butt. And you're going to also have to have high awakened level characters. So for the first team, really just having blackened is the most important thing. Having blackened on this team is very important. But again, you know, you could do this team that I have here where you have Xion, Psyche, and Charlotte. You could do the team where you have Gateway Chris, Nameless, Lady Yashiro, Heihachi on the team, Nameless maybe on the team. Just make sure you have the damage explosion. You have Gateway Chris, and then maybe Nameless or one of the other collab characters that has damage explosion. Or you could have the green team where you're going to have Swimsuit K in the leadership, Summer Night Mary, and Lady Geese. Or you're using Ash for the PG rate leadership, and then Summer Night Mary or Swimsuit K, and then Lady Geese on the first team. Your second team, this boss has no color, so it doesn't matter what color you bring in here. So you're always going to be at a level playing field with them. So it doesn't matter if they're purple, blue, yellow. It doesn't matter. So on your second team, you just really want to have the highest awakened characters that you have and the strongest characters available. Now for me, I want that PG rate. So I'm going to be using Ash, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the best setup for my roster. I could go with a good red team as well. I really try and stay away from collab characters for this specific video, although I am using Charlotte here. But for the second team, you know, I could have put Rock and Harumaru in here and put K-Dash in the leadership. And there's all kinds of things you could do here. But having that PG rate leadership is very important because it's the only way you're going to gain PG. It's the only way. But you see the team, I got Guinness because he's just an absolute monster. I got Nakaruru, who really isn't the greatest, but she will get buffed by Ash, and she is at level 40. She's 4-star, so I'm going to be running with her. Now, as far as the cards that I have on these characters, I have a Ryugo set on Xion because Xion's only level 20. I'm hoping I can keep him alive. I do have his 3 PG card. He doesn't have any imprint stones at all. For Psyche, no imprint stones. We have a KS set. We have his 3 PG cards. Both of them leveled up. And then for Charlotte, we're using a Noah set. She just has her 1 card here. And she has no capsules and no imprint stones. So a real minor built team. Honestly, it's not built very well. And then Ash here, we got the KS set. We have both of his cards leveled up. He does have all max capsules. He is level 40, no imprint stones. Guinness is level 38. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and take him up to level 39. What the hell? Why not? We'll take him up to level 39, but he has 2 imprint stones. And we're going to run the Akane set. We're going to use his 3 PG card. His other card is fully leveled up. And then Nakaruru here, we're going to run the Tekken set. The Tekken set doesn't help. It doesn't help. I'm just using this set because I don't have another set that's really that strong, to be perfectly honest. So I'm just running with this set to get the extra critical damage, to get the extra critical rate, to really help her core effects with her dot damage. We got both of her cards leveled up, and she does have pretty much max capsules. We'll go ahead and max this out real quick. There we go. All right. So, let's jump in here and see what we can do. And as always, make sure you're running on semi-auto or auto. Preferably semi-auto. That way you can make sure they don't use certain PGs. Maybe if you're playing with a certain character, you don't want them to use their PGs and you're trying to build up a 5 PG. So we're just going to run semi-auto. I'm going to play as Psyche. Come on. All right, here we go. Apply that blacken, man. All right. All right, come on, come on, come on. And the good thing about this is Xion and Psyche are going to be must in the Hell's Dungeon. So it's actually a good idea to build these characters anyways. All right. Now, I could have just muscled my way. I actually could just use the Tekken team. Or not the Tekken team, but I could use the Nest team. I was able to get like, I think around 30 million in the first team with no blackness, with no nothing. But I wanted to show a more accurate run of the characters that you really should use for this. Because even though these characters aren't built as well as my Nest team, they're still doing really well as far as their damage. Not too bad. Yeah. And that's why you want that PG raid. I don't know if my character's going to make it. Okay, so actually we did really well. I'm going to play as Guinness here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Bouncing bastard. Alright. I mean, the thing is, you know, with this boss, you're not really going to play it unless you're able to score a certain amount. Like, if you don't get a certain score in here, it's really not worth playing. I mean, you are going to get the rubies from the very beginning, so you should try to do the best you can. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do the best I can, but it's freaking hard. You know, the characters with blackness have become extremely relevant due to guild raid and now these immortals. And I'm actually destroying my last score that I did. Come on, you bouncing bastard. There we go. I mean, we're doing actually pretty well compared to the last run. You saw the score I had before. This is actually destroying it. All right, here we go. And if I had Adelheid leveled up, I would have used him instead of Nakaruru. Because he has a nice 3 PG. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, what do we get? So 130 million. Not too shabby. You can see the second team definitely is the team that did the most damage. But when I ran a Nest team in here and I didn't have blacken, I didn't have any explosion, I was only able to get about 30 million. With my level 50 nameless, a level 38, 738 pretty zero that has 2 imprint stones on her, and a level 38 original zero. So you really want to make sure you have that explosion. You want to make sure you have blackness to weaken the boss. So hopefully this will help some of you out there, and let me know what teams you're running with and what tips you have in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.